Whoops, that's Daniel Riley there, doing ET and stuff. No, not that one. Trying to find the one. I wanted to find it quicker, but I can't do it. Here we go. God provided a cloud at the right moment. The sun meets the horizon. The hotel, when the sheet goes up, the camera goes with it. When the sheet drops, the clouds are even with the road. And the white RV and cars are in the dark shade because the thing is higher up, where perspective where the sun and the sky is. Reverse the process. Well, this suits your flares. Thing of beauty. And then bring it back. You lower it down. Now, and all of a sudden, the RVs are bright white and the cars are real bright because now the clouds are higher up. The sun meets the horizon. See how the clouds are? God provided the clouds at the right moment. I'm thankful to Jesus that Dave Duncan, one of our Christian friends, recorded it on his VCR while we went to Water Country, USA, and we came back, we were able to get it on VCR tape, then transfer it on a blank DVD-R video disc later on when DVD blank discs and DVD recorders came into play. See, the whole thing is rising in the air. The whole platform. Drop the sheet. Now the clouds are even with the road. God provided the clouds at the right moment. And Mr. Drury Duncan took photo pictures of that and Copperfield photos, and I was able to study it and see exactly what I was saying. The sun meets the horizon. Even Francois said that he's got a new way to make airplanes vanish and appear, including hotels. The sun meets the horizon. Jerry Lewis is a comedian illusionist. He's got a magic book that I came across in the school library, and that trick where I tie my shoes real quick, even for gym class. All the children want to learn that, to tie their shoes quick. And at church, Josh Charlie wanted to learn it. Now they raised the sheet. Now they're going to lower it real quick. Boom. Now the clouds are higher up. And see, the white RV is now white again and not dark because of the way the sun's perspective. That's Mitch Plixie of the X-Files, Mulder and Scully. He does illusions too. So does Alex Trebek. And Franz Ferrari on this CBS Circus of the Stars, where he walks through a lady, shadow-wise, and breaks the paper. Mitch Plixie also narrated Valentino the Masked Magician. Mark O'Brien's got to escape from that box. It's got a red gas grenade. Fauntleroy has helped him on illusion. Fauntleroy, Doug Henning, Copperfield have helped Michael Jackson's tour, and Michael Jackson have been into the illusion called Darlene, and then Michael Jackson got the idea of the moonwalk by watching tap dancers. I learned that from Mr. Story because he records dance and ballroom dancing and ice skating dancing, and it showed tap dancing, and the guy did the moonwalk, and that was a long time ago. I don't know if this thing is, oh yeah, and Doug Henning, Copperfield, and Fauntleroy helped Earth, Wind, and Fire show. I don't know if that really will hurt someone or not, or it's just to add to the effect. But I wouldn't want to find out if it really freezes your lungs up. It looks like red dust, like on V, Kenneth Johnson's V in Final Battle into the miniseries. But he wants to get a movie going like Star Wars Sega idea. Fauntleroy. When I first thought of this, thought how it was done, I couldn't see how it could be because it still the same amount of assistance wheeling the platform away. But I was going by the basics. Like if you see 12 moving it away, 13 are now moving it away, or 14. But I still saw the amount of workers wheeling it away. I'm thinking, well, maybe that's a mirror there. And Dave Duncan thought of something I didn't think of. He said, look at the top. It's like a bevel-based platform, like a hollow table or a hollow couch. You're right, David. Yeah, you're right. And those I know are fake hands that the assistants are moving up and down to give illusion that's pinning Mark and Brian trying to escape. See, they're going in there. And then the time grenade is going into an empty box that will collapse at the right moment. Fauntleroy's doing slide of talk to misdirect you, the audience, the TV audience and the live audience. They're on Norguy's runway, the same place that Copperfield at night made the airplane vanish at night. Alright? And Fauntleroy is doing the Mark and Brian box to chalk box escape to magically appear in a helicopter and land. They were saying, okay, just get the handcuffs off. Okay, kick the box up. Okay, they're done. I lower the crane. All that is time misdirection, isolation of interest, perspective view, to give you Mark and Brian to get out of the beveled base and get into a helicopter and get up in the air and then land and come out of the helicopter. They could have came down the road in a long limo, a black one or a white one, or they could appear in a military army tank. It's all in the way you want to do it, or reappear in the audience. They say, killer, it worked. The other one says, I don't even know how it works. Fauntleroy does something similar, and and just comes on the helicopter on the edge, and then I can't think now. And then his version is not the bevel base. His is the same like Copperfield walking through the Great Wall of China, the hollow stairs. Bob Schofield introduced me to hollow stairs and steps when I first went to see Copperfield at Chrysler Hall when he was doing the tower illusion. And walking through a steel wall pushes the limits of possibility. David pushes the limits of possibility, walks through steel and pushes the limits of possibility. Anyway, it was the same idea, but like the Great Wall of China, just walking through a steel wall. He was saying, this is what he's going to do at the Great Wall of China, but this will give you an idea when he walks to a steel. And before that, he did like a spirit cabinet idea called a tower illusion, or tower cabinet, with a handkerchief and all that stuff, and then gets pushed inside, and assistants wheel the stairs away. And Bob Schofield said, watch the stairs, so I did, at Christ Hall. And I noticed Copperfield does something interesting. He goes head first in the hollow stairs. His feet are at the top. And the assistant is wheeling it away slow enough that the audience is focusing on the platform, that the two girls slide down, pretend to be Copperfield's hands, then Copperfield swings around and shows itself in a chair.